CQ, CQ, CQ. Whiskey Alpha 4, Romeo Mike Alpha, School Club Roundup.
As part of the intramural program, we have the amateur radio club here at the school that Sergeant Peterson resurrected after a number of years of it being absent. And so connected with that are some opportunities for the students specifically to participate in some contests. And this week is a contest specifically for schools. They have a version in February, which we participated in, and then in October. And it's called School Club Roundup, and the idea is that the students get on the radio, they contact as many other stations in the US, Canada, anywhere in the world for points, and they get more points if they contact other schools, but they also get points for contacting clubs of any type or individual stations. So a lot of times you'll have an individual operator somewhere in the country who just wants to help out the schools, and so when he hears the students calling CQ looking for somebody to contact, he'll just respond to them. So that's what they're working on right now. We were here on Tuesday night, and I think from the time I got here at 3:15 until we quit at 7:30, I think they made 117 contacts, both in the US and in Canada, which is just about twice what they did the entire time that they participated in February. So they're off to a good start and they're having some fun with it. Obviously when it's busy, the students really enjoy it. And part of what we hope to accomplish here is to not only bring up the next generation of amateur radio operators, but also give the students something that's both a lifelong hobby and could potentially impact their careers. Lots of people who get involved in amateur radio decide they want to become engineers, so they get electronics engineers out of that. There's one gentleman by the name of Joe Taylor who has the Nobel Prize in physics, and he's an amateur radio operator who designs software that's used with amateur radio these days. Most of the US and Russian astronauts on the space station are licensed amateur radio operators, and the space station does make contact with schools on a scheduled basis periodically. So the other thing is the Air Force Academy, the Naval Academy, and West Point all have amateur radio clubs and stations at the schools. So that would lead me to believe that if you have a student at RMA who's hoping to get into one of the academies, an amateur radio license might be one of those things that just sets them apart from some other applicant. So you never know how amateur radio could impact them.